Hello, ladies and gents. It is on the way Wednesday, and I am on my way home. And I have to admit, something just happened to me that made me want to record. I really wasn't even going to record today, but it's so fresh that I wanted to talk about it while I was still in the mood, especially because this is Black History Month, and I feel like part of Black History Month, we still unfortunately have to educate a lot of people. Nosy people, okay? Right about now, I am talking about nosy people. And unfortunately, nosy people come in all shapes, size, and color. Okay, so the issue that I'm about to talk about, it happens to me all the time from every race, but in particularly from other races. Okay, they are the ones that ask this question too many times, and what bothers me is that they ask this question, and it's how they ask this question, but it's also that they feel that it's our duty to actually answer them, even though we don't know them. These are total strangers that come up to me and ask this question, and it's how they ask, the way they ask, which I'm about to get into. And they really expect me to answer them. And I'm really just tired of it. And I just wanted to talk about it today in hopes that, you know, the nosy people who ask this question, I want you to realize that it's very rude and it's a violation of people's personal space. And you really should stop doing it, because you have Google. You can look this information up in your own private time. So what am I talking about? Let me give you two scenarios that just happened to me. Okay, so the other day I was washing my laundry and I was just scrolling through my social media while I'm waiting, you know, on my clothes to be washed. And I feel someone about this close to me, okay? All in my personal space. And they are staring. And I'm trying to figure out what in the hell are they looking at. I'm like, okay, my social media, what I'm scrolling through, I don't see anything that interesting on my social media for them to be looking to where they're looking, and for them to be looking and being so close to me. So of course, you know, I look up at this person, eye to eye, like, can I help you? And it's the way she was looking. She was all like, all right here. And I'm looking at her, and what comes out of her mouth is that all of your hair? Y'all, I'm getting heated just thinking about it. I'm washing my laundry. She's washing her laundry. People's minding their own business. I'm in my phone scrolling through social media, and she is close to me. And when I catch her and I'm looking at her, she's all up in my face, and she's like dissecting me like I'm some kind of specimen. She's looking at me all through like I'm not even a human being, like I'm some kind of puzzle for her to figure out. And she says to me, she asks me, is that all your hair? And she's expecting an answer. So I looked at her and I said, what you're doing right now is rude. Now check this out. She has the nerve to get appalled. She's all like, I'm like, yes, you're being very rude. Now, let me just keep it 100. I ain't got nothing to hide. I love my hair. I love my natural hair, you know, but I am a big fan of Diana Ross, the boss. And growing up, she showed me, you know, all kinds of glam. You know, you can have long hair, you can have big hair, you can have a short cut, you can have a head wrap, you can have a gangster hat on. As a beautiful black woman, you know, in the industry, if you wanted to be glamorous, you could do all different types of things. And so growing up, I was so lucky to just embrace that I can express myself however I want. And for me, hair is an artistic, you know, piece of expression for me. But I have to keep it 100. There was a time in my 20s where I really was having an identity crisis, self-hatred, didn't like my kinks. And so I used to perm my hair and wear weaves because I just hated my kinks. Well, it wasn't until I got into my 30s that I started experiencing life and doing some self-evaluation and meeting other beautiful women that had different types of textures, going to, natural hairstylists and going to these natural expos and just learning more about the different, types of beauty that I was able to love myself and love my hair. So I say all that to say that I love my hair. And if you look at my pictures, you will see I rock my natural hair, and this even happened to me when I wear my natural hair, by the way. Okay. It's not even when I wear extensions. Okay. But when I wear my extensions, or if I decide to wear a weave, or if I decide to get a wig, the issue is it is not any of your business to ask me if it's my hair or not. If you like my hairstyle, just say you like it. But do not be in my personal space and looking at me like I'm some kind of specimen and then ask me a personal question and then expect an answer. That's what I'm talking about. It's just rude. And if you want to know this stuff, like I said earlier, you can Google it. You can get on Google and you can Google and you will find YouTube videos on hair extensions and weaves and wigs, and you will see that every race does some kind of thing. You will see that it's not just the African American or women of color. Every woman can do some form of extension. She can use her hair as some form of artistic expression, okay? But what kills me, it seems like that African American women are targeted the most to get up in our business. You always want to know if it's real. And it's getting crazy and it's getting out of hand. I was at the grocery store a couple of weeks ago and I was on the phone with my mom. And I'm walking down the aisle and this woman is like, excuse me. She's all loud. And, everybody's trying to figure out who she's talking to. I'm on the phone talking to my mom. So I go down another aisle. I'm still having a conversation with my mom. And she's running up behind me. And I'm just like, okay. So now I have to tell my mom, hold on for a minute, because I'm trying to see what this woman wants. Okay. So I'm like, yes, can I help you? Is that your hair? Is that your real hair? She chased me down 2 aisles in a grocery store, screaming, excuse me, interrupts my phone conversation, all to ask me, is this my hair? And what pisses me off the most is she has this, I don't know if it's ignorance. I don't know if she just nosy as hell. I don't know if she has a mental problem. I don't know what her problem is, but for you to chase me down 2 aisles to ask this question, I just don't understand what's the point. Why do you need to know? So I just gave her a look. I'm just looking at her. Now she's like, well, it's cute. I don't have nothing to say. I'm just looking at her because I'm just like, really, lady? You really chased me down for 2 hours just to ask me that question? And guess what? I'm not obligated to answer your ass. How about keep it moving? How about leave me alone? So going back to the laundromat. Now, this woman that was in the grocery store, she was white. The woman at the laundromat, she was Asian. So going back to the Asian chick, let me tell you what happened with her. After I told her she was rude, I had nothing to hide. So I answered her. I said, but no, this is not all my hair. But what you're asking is rude, and you're being rude. I went back to my social media scrolling, going back to watching my laundry. So she walks around and I guess she thinks about it. So now she's in her feelings. So she comes back to me and says, so do you really think I was being rude? I mean, do you really think that was rude? And I'm like, yes, it's rude. Unless you're about to do my hair, unless you're a beautician and you're about to do some type of design to my hair, or you're about to style it, there's no real need for you to be coming up into my personal space and asking me that question. There's just no need for you to do that. So yes, you're being rude. And what I really wanted to say was, and you're being rude right now, coming back to me again. Mind your business. What is the point? Okay? Now I'm going to give you another example as to why I say nosy people. There's no color, okay? So another woman, she was black, and she sees me, and she comes up to me and she goes, "Oh my gosh, your hair is so beautiful." So I say thank you, and then she goes, "Is it all yours?" Before I could even say anything, she realizes it just like that. And she says, "I don't even know why I asked." She was like, it doesn't even matter if it's yours or not. I think it's pretty, and I'm sorry, I don't even know why I asked. So I appreciated that she, at that moment, realized, like, what is the point? But again, I have nothing to hide. I told her, I said, "No, it's not all my hair." But one time when I was rocking my own hair, I got asked that same question, okay? And it was still annoying. This is my hair. Oh, it's incredible. Okay. I think what really bothers me is the way you ask. It's like there's something so not human about it or something. Like it's so magical or so something. But you're also in our space. You got to be like right here. And you're doing all of this and you're trying to figure it out. And you almost want to touch it and you know better not to touch it. But you still need to ask, is it our hair? Whether it is or it's not, it's rude. Okay? So I want to talk about that issue. If you are a nosy person, and you ask this question, my question to you is, why do you need to know? This is what I want to know, okay? Please tell us, why do you need to know? What does this information do for you, okay? If you're a nosy person and you ask this question to people, if you've done it more than once, I want you to ask yourself, and I would love for you to leave it in a comment. Why are you asking this question? What does the answer do for you personally is what I want to know, okay? You see some woman, you like her hairstyle, and you say, "Oh, it's beautiful." Is it yours? When you get the answer, whether she says, "Yes, it's mine," or whether she says, "No, it's extension," what do you get out of the answer is what I really want to know. What is the personal gratification for you? Okay? Are you trying to find out if the person is lying? Do you already know it's not her hair? Are you really curious? Are you going to try to do your hair like that, even though damn well you know you can't? Are you going to try to do your hair like that? Why do you need to know is what I want to know. And why do you not understand that that is a violation of somebody's personal space? Okay? All of this looking like this and all of this wonder and all of this amazement and, "Oh, is that your hair?" What's really right with you is what I want to know. So this video is kind of a PSA to you nosy people. Stop asking the rude question, okay? If you really need to know, go on Google, Google weaves, Google extensions, Google wigs, and find out on your own personal time and leave people alone. If you like a hairstyle, simply compliment them and move along. If this person wants to freely give you this information, then it's on them. The other thing is, if the person doesn't answer you, guess what? They don't have to, because it's none of your damn business. Mind your business, nosy person. Mind your business. That's my real pet peeve right here, is mind your business. I don't understand why you are doing this. And women, especially women of color, who love to rock their hair in different styles, this is one of the things that we always have to go through. We are always violated. We're always being violated, and somebody's always invading our space with this annoying, nosy. Just stay out of our personal space. Stay out of it. Stop it. Just stop it. Okay? If you understand what I'm talking about, give me the thumbs up. If you don't, give me the thumbs down. And no, we're going to agree to disagree. But no matter what, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Till the next issue. Talk to you later.